Centering prayer is a method of meditation used in the Christian tradition and placing a strong emphasis on interior silence. The name was taken from Thomas Merton's description of contemplative prayer, which is a much older and more traditional practice, as prayer that is centered entirely on the presence of God. The steps for practicing centering prayer are to first sit comfortably with your eyes closed, relaxed, and quieting yourself to be in love and faith to God. And then choosing a sacred word that best supports your sincere intention to be in the Lord's presence and to open to his divine action within you. That chosen word can then be held lightly, gently present as your symbol of your sincere intention to be in the Lord's presence and open to his divine action within you. Whenever you become aware of anything, thoughts or feelings, associations or sensations, the exercise is to simply return to the sacred word, your anchor, as you let go of every kind of thought during prayer, even the most devout thoughts, and simply rest in the presence of God. And rather than a mantra, centering prayer's word is not a focal point for concentrating. It's not a mantra. Rather, it's concerned with your intention and consent to being in God's presence and allowing for God's action during the time of prayer. So we can try this now, sitting comfortably with our eyes closed, taking a few deep breaths and allowing the body to soften, allowing your expression to soften, unhinging the jaw, loosening the shoulders. Now choosing a word that may symbolize your consent to God's presence in your life and here and now. You might choose a word like prayer or love or grace or dove or any word you'd like to choose for this purpose. Your sacred word will support your sincere intention to be in the Lord's presence, open to divine action within you. Just allowing that word to be gently present. And whenever you become aware of anything, whether they're thoughts or emotions or bodily sensations, simply gently noting that and returning to your sacred word, allowing your consent to the presence of God. And noticing where your mind is right now, and if it has wandered, just gently noting that and returning with your sacred word. And if your mind has wandered, not to worry, simply returning to your consent, to God's presence, saying your sacred word, returning to the here and the now. And continuing for another minute or so until the closing bell. Thank you for your kind attention.